Alrighty. We're live! Let's move that over here. And move you over there. Hello. We're back with Shin Megami Tensei! And we'll give it a few minutes, see who pops in, see if YouTube actually notifies anybody, since I already streamed earlier. And it may decide to fuck you. Because it's YouTube. Alas. Hey, Akatsuki. Hey, Jeff. That's fine. Okay. You know, I wonder. I'm gonna Google. Okay. So I just Googled how long to beat Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. About 50 hours, it says. So we're probably a fourth? Maybe not that much. I don't actually remember how much we've played this game. Hello, Stratos. Thanks for joining us. Where'd I? Here it is. Got my snacks. Hey, Tavarcio. Do I play any games people wouldn't think I do? Well, I had someone tell me they couldn't believe I liked Pokemon because I liked Silent Hill, which was weird, but, there's that. I play Animal Crossing. The most recent one is the first one I've ever played. Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley. I love farming games a lot. I don't know. I play almost a little of everything. Shooters are one of the few I really don't get into because I'm bad at aiming. Oh, yeah, there's, multiple endings, huh? Let me guess, the longest ending is the best one? Okay, this may be a long game, eh? Oh, we're 10 hours in. Okay, we're more than I thought. That's alright. It's an RPG, it's not gonna be beat overnight. Alright, so last night we beat a guy, but I think I forgot to pick up the item I needed from him, so we gotta go get that item. And then beat the other two dudes. Yes, this is PS2. Yeah, define best. I know there's not really a best, but at least in SMT4 there was kind of a best ending. Yeah, I don't know that we need that. I have not read Blame. I'm working through reading some things. I just picked up some of Pet Shop of Horrors, and I read the original series. I love that. And now I need to get started on its sequel series. But, I've heard good things about that. If you like, kind of short story-esque horror in, manga, Pet Shop of Horrors is fun. It's not, like, mind-blowingly good or anything, but, like, it has a lot of really fun short stories that are really kind of weird and off-putting and tend to end badly for half of, the people involved. I really liked it. The sequel series is Pet Shop of Horrors Tokyo, which I haven't read yet. Okay, this was the room. I think I didn't open the chest behind the guy. There we go. Oh good, it's the mana rays, the princess rays. I do need to heal now. She doesn't have that one. Pet Shop of Horrors was on Netflix. Yeah, that's right. It's 4 episodes, I believe. I actually have it on DVD because I'm an idiot. Okay, but it's not Little Shop of Horrors. Just to be sure, because I know some people, when I talk about it, get confused. But yes, there is a sequel series to the manga Pet Shop of Horrors. Hey, Dot. Welcome. Welcome, everybody who's joined us. Thanks for joining us. Do I not have Media anymore? I thought... Who had... Maybe it was Taraka had Media. Oh, Taraka's had a... Okay. That's alright. This thing's probably... Yep, dead. Yeah, I believe there's 9 volumes in the first series and 9 in the second one. I'm not entirely certain. I buy most of my anime stuff from a place called Right Stuff Anime. And they recently had a huge sale, like dollar book and dollar DVD sale, and a lot of stuff I'd been waiting on I finally got because they were $1. And I did pick up a bunch of Pet Shop of Horrors. Unfortunately, it was missing, like, volumes 1 and 3. I think I got, like, 2 and 5 and 9 and, like, all over the place. Alas. Let's see. Is anybody else? I don't think anybody else has it. So, we'll put you there. Alright, party. Let's return you. Summon you. And then skill. Alright, that's better. Alright, now we got the item. So we can go back and use the puzzle to try and find the next door. Alrighty. So... There's only like 2 switches, right? So it's gotta be some combination of that switch and this switch. So that moves that one. And that one. Okay, well now I literally can't go anywhere, so I gotta flip it again. Hey, lame guys. Alright, operate the switch. Okay. Is there another switch I'm missing? It doesn't seem like I have enough things to move. Huh. Well, that sucks. Bottom right? I'll have to go look. And hello, Green. Thanks for joining us. Someone froze? No, okay, I guess they're fine. Oh, that's not one of it. Oops. Hey, Silent Leon! I meant to use Media. I have to very purposefully not say Medea, because then I'll always think of those dumb movies. One time we were, my friends and I, we used to go vacation, my family, really, and then later my friends, at a place called White Lake. Growing up, we went there and we rented a cabin once a year, and when we were older, my uncles and my dad all tried to come together and buy a place. They rented a trailer, and so during the winter, we'd all hang out there to get away from our parents. And it was storming or something, we couldn't go outside or do anything, and all we had was what was there. And for some reason, like, the only movies that were there were a bunch of Medea movies. So yeah, we had a Tyler Perry marathon, and let me tell you, skip it. Don't. And also, if your boyfriend cheats on you, pour some hot grits on him. That's what I remember. I remember hot grits. I'm definitely liking the soundtrack, and thank you for the support, Stratos. Ah, there we go. Thank you. I didn't notice that. Sure, let's find out where it goes. All this does is make me think of Pokemon and all the switches and trash cans in Lieutenant Surge's place. I hate you guys. You're so gross! Holy Jesus! Woo! I'm so lucky I healed him! Holy shit! What the fuck? Ooh, that was almost horrible. Well, damn, you guys are tougher than you look. You're harder than you look. Oh man, Stratos, you're so right. Ah, it's been so long since I've watched that, but I know exactly what you're talking about. What was that show? Boondocks? Yeah, the Boondocks did a whole parody on Tyler Perry movies. They hit it right on the head. I remember I used to watch that when it came on, what was it? Adult Swim, I think it came on? Back when we had cable. Oh! Evil gaze always depletes HP to 1. Well, that would explain how I almost was dead. You know what? While we're at it, let's just go ahead and boost y'all a little bit. And then... well, that heals both, so we'll wait. You can equip a Nagatama to null death moves. That might be a good idea. I think I have one. Nope, that's weak to death. Okay, I don't have one yet. There's a new season, and of course it's on, of course. Because they've just gotta all create their own shit and be like, you gotta pay us to watch the shit! It's cable again! Guess what, guys? I'm not doing cable again. I don't pay for much of nothing anymore. I watch stuff on YouTube, and I don't even mean like I pirate. I just mean I watch people's YouTube videos more than I do other things. I think I used to have Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll was worth it because Crunchyroll had way more varieties of anime than any other big streaming service ever would or could. Yeah, at least the one thing that our new cable has over old cable is at least it doesn't have frickin' commercials. Well, I mean, doesn't Hulu? I don't know, but Netflix doesn't. What do you know? Yeah, I'd still take streaming over cable, yeah, but it's obvious that they are trying to get back to that. Okay. Where was I going? This way? Oh, I did it. I found a door. My health's alright, I guess. I didn't even notice. Oh, it's a save point. Okay, I will save. Why not? Wow, Hulu has commercials even when you pay for commercial-free streaming? Damn. I never did like Hulu as much. It has like 3 shows I liked, and that was it. Yeah, I agree, Akatsuki. It's obvious that all these networks are seeing where the money is now, and they're like, wait! Trying to jump on the bandwagon. Screw them. I don't need your HBO garbage. I really don't like Disney Plus. I get why people are using it, because for parents it's like huge, amazing, great, good for y'all. But I also hate Disney. But of the options, the one that it makes the most sense. Because for parents, that's a huge thing to be able to just easy entertaining. But yeah, overall, my mom buys Netflix and that's it. I watch free shit online. Or DVDs. Honestly, I like having physical copies. Especially if it's got special bonus shit. Yeah, Netflix has the benefit of having been around for so long. It has so much shit on it. So at least I can find stuff to watch on Netflix. Amazon Prime is alright. I've used, you know, it does have other benefits. I try to avoid Amazon nowadays just because, you know, I do my best not to use Amazon. But they're everywhere. Yeah, no shame over here if you're a pirate. I don't give a shit. You can steal from Disney all day, every day. It's good with me. The GameStop of shipping companies, that's a good idea. It is a shame, though. They are the ones that are coming out with that Lord of the Rings show. That's gonna hurt. They did Good Omens, too. I had to... For a week, I had a free Amazon account because they had Good Omens, and I had to watch it. I guess I'll do magic. How was my fight with Matador? I had a bit of trouble. I had a bit of trouble with him, if I remember right. I don't think it took me too long to get through him. But he was definitely, he was up there. He was tough. Good Omens was fantastic. I was not disappointed at all. I loved the book growing up, and the show was fantastic. Is it another horse dude? Yeah, Good Omens was freaking amazing. That's one of my, like, if I were to say this is an example of what a adaptation of a thing should be, Good Omens is, like, #1. Lord of the Rings movies is #2. Because it's still, as much as those movies are beautiful and amazing and fantastic, and actually they managed to streamline some things in the books that were like, I think Good Omens is still far better as far as adapting goes. I hate that people got on all on Neil Gaiman for the show coming out because Terry Pratchett was gone, and trying to say that he lied about Terry Pratchett giving his it's okay. Just come on, man. Stop being shitty. Loader did my man Tom Bombadil. But listen though, how important was he? Tolkien liked to go on tangents. He liked to write about shit happening that really didn't matter because it was fun and it expanded the world. And he wasn't wrong, it was fun and it did expand the world. But in a film, you know, you only got so much time and so much to do. Yeah, there's a lot of things that the book and movie differentiate on where I actually think the movie did a better job. But it's still, like, as a book, it's fine, you know? You can kind of meander a lot more when it's the printed word. I do love those movies. Those movies are my everything. I did not finish reading the books until after I saw the movies, because I was a ADD kid. I had trouble. I tried reading those books, and I was like, this is boring! When is it good? And then I watched the films and fell in love with the world, and I had to go back and read the books. Plus, if you watch the meandering pace because it feels more relaxed. Yes, that's a lovely part of his books, is the meandering. If you haven't watched the long editions, the extended editions of those films, you should, because they meander like fuck. They meander. I mean, they add so much from the books that were not in the original theatrical cut. Some of the songs and poems are brought back, if I remember right. Aragorn sings at one point. A lot of my favorite parts of the story are in the extended edition. I can't watch the theatrical anymore. I got my my wisdom teeth pulled out and was in bed sick for a week, I just spent the whole time watching the behind the scenes and everything of the theatrical, or not the extended. I have the box set. Unfortunately, somehow, the first disc in my fellowship is gone. I'm gonna have to buy it on eBay or something at some point. I haven't been able to watch it since. Sad. Yeah, I think altogether, and add in the extended editions of The Hobbit, which are not good films, but are entertaining films, I think that's something like a whole weekend of movies. Okay, we're actually decent on health. This is the weirdest camera. Oh boy. I wonder, how do you guys do with ice? Fornius learns fog breath. Fog breath. I'll have to see if I can, fuse him with somebody and get him to learn fog breath. Fornius looks so dumb. Yeah, there's a lovely, documentary on YouTube about how Jackson and the studio had a lot of problems with The Hobbit. Unfortunately, they did not turn out to be as incredible as the original films, but I still have a fun time watching them. They don't, like, move me to tears the way that the original trilogy was just so beautifully done, but, you know, I'll watch them and have a good time. But yeah, it is unfortunate that, studio people being, idiots really brought that film down. Films, I guess. It is a lot more fun if you watch the extended versions of The Hobbit. There's a lot of extra shit that was added that was really funny. Hey, Hybrid. He was a good actor choice for the character. Unfortunately, I don't like him as a person. And if you watch the behind the scenes of the Hobbit stuff, you probably wouldn't like him as a person either. It's they try to cover over it a lot. But it's very obvious that he was kind of a dick on set. To the point that, like, they were talking about this part where, poor Gandalf, poor Sir Ian McKellen had to do a lot of stuff by himself because they had to do the movie magic where the hobbits and the dwarves are smaller than him. There was an entire part where he had to act out everything in the Hobbit hole by himself with a bunch of green screens, and he was really stressed and emotional, working days on end alone, and he's an older man, like, he was not doing well, and so they were talking about him having all these struggles, and they were like, so the team put together a party to make him feel better. For him and Martin Freeman, and it just really felt like, wait, so Martin Freeman's getting a party because Gandalf's sad? Is that because Martin Freeman wouldn't have liked it if Gandalf got the attention and he didn't? That seems real weird and sketch. Like, it came across that he was very much a, diva on set. Poor Ian McKellen, man. That man's a hero. Poor, late, what was his name? The guy that played Saruman. He was too old to fly out to New Zealand. They had to fly to him and do some green screen magic to have him in the film. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but man, I feel like sometimes you get that rich and famous and you're just a jerk. Christopher Lee, that was his name. He was a cool dude. He was very cool. Hello, LM. Hello, everyone joining us. I know I haven't said hey to everybody. We've been talking. Yeah, it seems like he has a bit of a diva complex, but whatever. I enjoy the films. I don't have to like the person to like the movies. God, this whole place is a freaking maze! I missed some doors over there, but I guess I'll check this hallway first. One of these rooms presumably has the item I need, right? We not only have Commander Hikawa, but also the Maiden. She will be the foundation for our new world, so no matter how much demons like you cause trouble, we won't be disturbed. The world we desire has no need for emotions in the first place. That sounds bad. I'd like my world to have emotions, please. Oh, I forgot I needed to heal and summon somebody. Can we just run away this time? As silly as it was knowing the history of the novel, seeing the White Council fight Ringwraiths and Sauron was awesome. Okay, but that actually happens in the books, though! It happens in the books. Like, that's... Part of The Hobbit was really neat in that it actually did put together some things from the Silmarillion and the unfinished stuff, the unfinished tales. It never happened in The Hobbit, but during the events of The Hobbit, the Council were fighting the guy at what is his name? The Necromancer, who turned out to be Sauron. And I actually thought it was, yeah, I agree. It was a lot of fun watching that happen on screen, but they didn't make it up. It actually did happen in his extended works. He just never included it in a published story during his lifetime. His son published a lot of it, who unfortunately has also passed away now. Not the Ringwraiths, they weren't there at the time. Were they not? Maybe they were not. But including them was a smart decision. That was fun. They were, you know, recognizable. I forgot to heal again. I'm an idiot. I keep getting distracted with Lord of the Rings! I can't remember right. I know they fought the Necromancer, but now that you've said that, I don't remember if they were there or not. Alrighty then. That's much better. Oops, I should summon my person. Okay, dead end. Lord of the Rings is the best type of distraction. You're not wrong. I've been meaning to get back to reading all those extended things. 'Cause he had a lot of stuff. I really like the unfinished tales. There was a lot of cool stuff in there. Especially about Galadriel. She was a badass. Alright. I don't think you guys... I think you guys use ice. I better not do that. No more husky voice. Yeah, no. That voice is very popular. I hear about it all the time. And I never really realized until people pointed it out that I was doing it, but it makes sense because it's a discussion about horror, so I was trying to sound very serious when I started all that, you know, recording and everything. But it's hard on my voice. Like, my throat is a little bit sore from doing it for like 40 minutes instead of 10. But, that was really fun. I'm glad we did it, and I hope that I hope it's as successful as the normal Silent Hill symbolisms are. So far, I'm hopeful, because we actually had, like, a very large group of people show up to watch it. But I don't know. I'm worried some folks will be disappointed about the change, but I just find it so much more fun. When I started doing all this, the only option I had for sharing that kind of content was to make an essay. Like, I didn't have a webcam. I didn't have a microphone. I only was able to put video clips together and put text over top of them. And then I got a microphone and I was able to say stuff, and that was fun, but that was still the only way I had of creating that kind of content. My options aren't as limited anymore. And I really prefer this kind of interaction. I've loved streaming. I feel really uplifted, especially nowadays. The times I feel best are being able to stream with people. You know? Especially because, you know, everybody's trapped at home. It's a great way to connect with folks. Yeah, I hope some other folks like it. I think if it balances out with having a smaller audience who are more dedicated to showing up and donating and being active, it may balance out between folks who just show up and watch, but there's so many of them the ad revenue is high, if you get what I mean. It may balance out. We'll see what happens. At worst, I will do the normal essay videos and do the live stream kind of stuff for other games. Because those, you know, if I do a video on Resident Evil or Fatal Frame, those never make money anyway. So I might as well do them the way I want to. And that would allow me to talk about more stuff we don't always get to talk about. Because I'm so busy Like, literally the amount of work I have to do to keep up with Silent Hill symbolism is huge, and it takes away from being able to new research other things, because I would have to dive deep into learning new stuff. Like, I've been working on Persona, and I'm reading through a lot of old Kabbalah texts, which takes a long time, and they're very hard to read. And, you know, it takes days just to finish one of those books for a single game research, you know? It takes a long time, so this will hopefully balance out that load. I'm glad folks seem to have really liked it. Now, drink the Kool-Aid. I don't know if that was the right voice or not, but now, drink the Kool-Aid. Uh-oh. Oh! Did I take too long trying to find things? Oh, shit. Well, that's good. Oh, great. Stop summoning friends. This may not go well. I might be in trouble. Alright, we're just gonna talk this guy. I don't think anybody else has any healing magic right now, so... Nice. Alright. Let's summon... I guess she'll do. Yeah, you're right. I need to use some magic, but unfortunately everybody's MP is really low, so I'm gonna try Pixie out. Pixie has Mazio, and I don't think these guys are strong against Mazio? Oh no, don't. Woo! That was close. I'm gonna have to cast whatever that spell was. Try Ice. Alright. She's about to frickin' die. Nice. Okay. She is all out of magic. Let's pass. Mazio! Please work. Yeah! It's your weakness! Hell yeah! Let's get rid of you. No, you're not quite dead. Okay. Who else? Apsara, Saquons. Nobody else I have is, like, strong at all, so we're just gonna keep this team. Has side effects? Fixed amount of MP. Or HP. Alright. Nice. Too bad he doesn't have any friggin'... Guess I'll try that. Ooh, nice! Except now he's, like, all out of magic. And Deese is dead. And I think Deese is the one that had the protection against Mudo spell. Or maybe that was Taraka. Oh boy. We might not, survive this. Damn it! Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Woo! That was close. I saw death flash before my eyes. Please die. Please die. Come on, damn it. Cancel, protects against, expel, death attacks. I think he's almost dead, so... Yeah! I thought so. Nice. Okay! Hey, Flame King! Alright, so everybody's dead. I don't think I actually have anything that recovers death right now. Great. We need to get the fuck out of here. If I could just find that one item. But I don't think I'm going to. I'm gonna have to go back and teleport and heal up and buy some shit and come back. 'Cause there's no way. We'll just die. Well, actually, okay, what I'll do is I'm gonna save and try and explore a little more. Maybe if we get fucked, then we at least won't lose progress. 'Cause I feel like going back now, there's gotta be something back here in these rooms, right? Like an item? The next piece of that terminal I need? If I can at least find the terminal. The, what were they called? The Kilo? Milo? Something sticks? I'm looking for some pixie sticks! Oh, okay, so we did find it, but it's a boss, so... I thought I already fought the boss. I thought it was the red horse. I guess not. We may have to go back. Huh. Okay. Well, actually, that's not horrible. But it's not incredibly strong. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to go and come back. I'll just die. But, the fact that it's not a real terminal, I'm not gonna be able to teleport back to this spot, am I? Oh, well. At least we found the boss, I guess. Grr. Am I gonna have to do that Switch minigame again? I hope not. I need to eat something that's not Hershey Kisses. I guess we'll go there. Yeah. Fusing's probably a good idea. I mean, I just created somebody new last time, but... I don't know. I need to look and see. I need some more 20 high-level, like, 20 demons in my backup. Everybody I have as backup is weak as fuck. Hey, Delvin! Maybe now I have more money and stuff, so I can actually buy some shit, do some shit. Heal. Okay. That's the... Alright. Let's go check out this... No, damn it! Oh, actually... Want me to join you? Hand over money. No, that never goes well for me! Damn it! Seduce the horse! Kill. Kill you. Okay, the horse will not be seduced. How about besieged? Will the horse be besieged? No, okay, the horses just don't. The horses just don't want to be with me, okay. Damn it. Wow, those are some badass horses. Nice. Rude. Ha! Alright. Join me! Want me to join you? Baby, you're hot, and I love that ass! Oh my god, we got him! Wilder and beasts will never negotiate until you learn a certain trait. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. But he loves that ass, so we're good. Because he loves that ass. Alright. I don't have a lot of options here, but if I... Ooh, yeah! Who is that? Ether Simona? Yes. Sounds good. Because I need another backup 25 level monster. Awesome! I'm Oni. Can't wait to kick some ass. So now I got Taraka. Hi Pixie isn't that strong, but I'm not gonna get rid of her. She's my girl. Dees, Kikuri, and Oni. So that's 5. Makes an angel. Aquans. Makes that weird thing. Nothing else here seems to make anything cool. I mean, I could make the Isora guy, because I don't have him, and then see what fusing him with Lilim does. That seems like a waste. I do kind of want to keep Angel around. I love Angel. Do the monsters level up EXP even when they're not on your team, or do they have to be on your team to level up? Because it would be cool if I could have an angel hang around and level up. Yes! I was hoping that would happen! Yeah! Gotta be in the team? Okay. I loved that in 4 they didn't have to be on your team. They could just be in your backup, and they would level up. Yay! Now I have Archangel! Not super powerful, but better. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Let's go heal. Alright, where's heals? Over there. Ah, healthcare. So expensive. So terribly expensive. Yeah, angels do evolve. Archangel, and then I think they go through all the 9 spheres, which is really fun. Angel was one of my mains in SMT4, and I got it to nearly the last level, not all of it. I didn't get it all the way. I stopped playing the game as soon as I beat it, because I had other stuff I was trying to check mark some things off my list, like, I need to play this shit! My backlog's too full. Is that a shop? I think that's a shop, right? Yeah, I figured it's, you know, the fact that this is definitely an older game. Less streamlined. I figured that was the case. Alright. Do I have anything I can sell? I think I really want to keep everything I've got. I don't think I have any garbage. Revival bead! I need these. Yep. Awesome. Don't think I need anything else. Alright, well, my dog's barking to go out, so we're gonna take, like, a quick break. And then we will keep going. Be right back. Alrighty. Dog is walked. Grabbed some dinner, lunch, whatever it is. Alrighty. I should get another Uzume for Medea? Well, I do have that move already. Doesn't somebody... Let me check and see who has it. Take a look at our skills. Yeah, Taraka has it. I'm gonna give this setup a try, because now we have some people that can, like, take over if people die. True, having another demon with it would be useful. Let's see, which one was it? Angel? Did I never get a Jack? I guess I never got the Icy Jack. Jack Frost? He's around here, ain't he? Or is in Ginza? Nope, that's not where I meant to go. There I went. Okay. Let's see if we can get Angel and Jack. I guess I'll save since we've done a bunch of shit. Just in case. Alrighty. Oh, don't worry, Delvin. I don't know that we really did a lot of story last time. We met Dante and he got mad at us. I think that was the major thing. We did beat Thor finally, but I think mostly we did a lot of fighting. Lots of fighting. I guess I could try and get her too. Might as well. Let me see. Give me money. No! Damn it. You're not really trying to kill me. I was fooling around. There we go. Yeah, I was having a lot of trouble with a boss. So we ended up preparing for that most of the time. We ended up, we beat Thor, who was part of the team at the Mantra, who all believe in strength being the most important thing. We met the Mantra's leader, and he was like, yeah, strength's important. It's better than anything, so we're gonna go attack the bad guy. We're gonna go attack the Nihilo. We're gonna go attack this other group. And then you go to where that other group was, and they were already attacked. You were too late. So that's where we're at. Exploring the castle that they attacked already, and trying to, I guess, find out what's up. So a little bit did happen, but it was surrounded with lots of me dying. Dante's mad because his favorite pizza place was destroyed in the apocalypse, right? I mean, honestly, in DMC lore, if everything outside of Tokyo died, all of his friends are dead! That would suck! No wonder he was sad in DMC too. All his friends died. Alright! You're so easy, my dude! I don't even know what I'll do with you, but you're mine now. How many slots do I have left? Oh, we got 3. We're good. Well, you're not Jack. Where did I see Jack here? I know I did. Big Dude is among a lot of people's favorite demons, LOL. Really? Huh. Well, y'all know me. Y'all know who I like. And it's the ladies. Who also happen to be violent goddesses, usually. Ladies and angels, who aren't always ladies. Sometimes they're abominations. Hey, Lynn Griffin. Alright, is this the overworld? I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah! Alright, we're just gonna not go far. Inugami evolves into something really cool, too. I might have to try and grab one. Actually, I did have one at one point, didn't I? Kukuli. Yeah, he's cool, too. I'm very excited they added him to Persona 5, the new version, Royal. I can't wait to get him. Well, that was easy. Keep Lilim, you will be pleasantly surprised. Oh, yeah. 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 Very true, Akatsuki. The angels, too, turn out to be huge douchebags for the most part. Damn, I really want to stream Shin Megami Tensei 4 on here. That was just such, like, I want to talk about that one. And I need to play it again, because I kind of played half of it last year and then got back and finished it this year, so it's a little, I was a little blurry on the beginning of the game. But damn, that was a good game. Come on! Are there no angels? So far, no luck. I don't remember if they ever really showed up here. I mean, I guess if I got enough money, I could just summon one from the book. Ah! Speak of the devil. I guess maybe I should just, well, I'll kill one. This is what I'll do to you if you don't listen to me. How bright it is. Heaven forbid. No use. Damn it. I guess they can't be seduced. How about beseech? Nope. Okay, there is no... Oh, it's a full moon! Oh. I finally find angels and it's a damn full moon. So how long does it take for the full moon to pass? That sucks. Well, I guess we'll go back to the other location and we'll... Oh, now it's not a full moon. That's all it took, was walking 5 feet? Okay, apparently he doesn't like it when I talk. Oh shit. Oh good. Alright, well we'll kill you first. Oh, you don't like it either, huh? They just want to keep Angel for themselves, the jerks. Ha! My goodness, do you plan on taking me with you? Oh ho! No. Okay. You can have power. This full body, quite a delicacy. No. Damn it. No, I'm not giving you money. It never goes well. Urgh. Not a bad flavor for a second-rate demon. Huh. Fine. Yay! We got it! Finally! Yay! Aw, sorry to hear you're having trouble at work, Lynn Griffin. Sadly, sometimes, a lot of the times, coworkers are idiots. Alas. Legit. Just came across him in here. Come on, buddy. Show up for me. I like how fast the schedule of the week apparently goes. It was a full moon like 2 seconds ago. You're not who I wanted. Do you expect me to join you? I cannot obey the weak. Okay, so I must be too low level. The moon's dictated by the number of steps you take. Yeah, that's still just, it's funny to watch that number change so fast. Oh, come on. Grrr. Just give me a jack. I don't know that I've ever gotten, that one. Guapo? Let me drain your power. Sure. We should be friends. We're both fairies. Winners of life are the beautiful, aren't they? Figured you'd like that. Alrighty, we got you. Alright. Okay. I guess, do I have room for one more? Yes, okay. See if we can get that Jack. Come on, Jack. 'Cause I don't think I have enough money to summon one, unfortunately. Come on, Jackie. Come on. Seriously? Ah, it's you. I never could get one of you, could I? Ugh. These guys are so jealous. Want me to join you? Looks like talking is the only thing you're good at. Give me money. No. Then... No, I don't want you that bad. No! I don't want to give you money. Alright, I'll just kill you. Nah. You're not worth paying money for. Alright, I'm just gonna go see what I can make. Still no jack. Grr. Alright, where is... He's behind me. This is the weirdest camera. It doesn't turn the actual point of view. It lets you kind of look for a second, then jumps back. I can't actually turn the camera to be behind him. This is so weird. That's an idea, Lobsoul. Hyrojack's the fire one. We don't need him. And I'm not getting rid of Oni for that. No. Okay, Angel? No. Okay, let's see what Angel... We're not gonna do any of them. They all look like they go weaker. What do you do? So far, nobody makes anything cool. Ooh. Too weak, but that's a good one. I like that one. That would make an Uzume, but I can't get rid of Pixie. Guess I could just hang on to these guys for now. How much does Jack cost? Oh, no, no, I've never caught him, so I can't summon him, damn it. Oh, well. You're right! Lobsoul, thank you! I've been using the stick to try and turn the camera because why wouldn't I? But it's L1 and L1 and R1. Awesome. Thank you. Actually, 24. Let's summon Archangel. Level up one of our weaker ones. How do we get out of here? Back this way. Nope. I will listen to you for sure. Pay me, sure. Another party member tried nagging the demon. Grr. There was no effect. I still need more. Sure. You do not have it. Your ceaseless talk bores me. This should do. Damn it! I gave you 50 maca. You jerk. I keep pushing square for the friggin' map. Why do I do this? Why can't I buttons? I really don't need you guys. Bye-bye. Let's go back. See if we can't make some story progress today. Actually, I'm gonna refill my water real quick and then we'll keep going. Alrighty. Back to the assembly of Nihilo. hear you. Hey, NM, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Back into the maze. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to do those puzzles again, aren't I? Damn it. Maybe... No, I am, aren't I? How did I get there the first time? Fuse Shikigami and Kodama for Jack Frost. I have to go back and get that guy. Okay. I need a little healing, but I think What's-Her-Face can do it. We'll start with that. Yeah, I have a Kodama already, but I need to get that Shikigami thing. I've never caught one, so I can't summon it. I do like that if you get rid of one you already caught, you can just summon it back from the book. That's pretty cool. And he has Tarukaja. That's good. But it's not for the... Is it for the whole party? Oh, good! Well, that will be useful. Finally. Alright. Check your Magatamas for skill. Oh, true! I forgot that they give you skills. Question mark. Mana bonus. That's not a bad one. That's the second one. Media! Yep. Yep. We're gonna put that one in us. Yeah, Media is definitely by far the most useful thing there. The mana boost wouldn't be bad, but no. Thanks for reminding me of that. I forget that that's how you get new moves in this one. In the old one, the demon... Or not the old, the newer one. The demons just showed up at one point and were like, hey, you want to learn some shit? And you're like, yeah, cool. Teach me some shit. Oh, damn, he's weak to ice. Well, that's not good. Damn it. Poor Angel. Alas. I'm not gonna resurrect him. That would waste an item when I can just level up somebody else for now. We'll do Pixie. We're not at a boss yet. I don't want to use my higher level ones yet. Okay. Well, at least it seems like the puzzle has stayed the way that it was. Nope, this one didn't. How is, what's this switch do? That doesn't help. Good job, buddy. Punch him right in the dick. Alright. This switch, maybe? There we go. Oh, damn. Alright. Oh, man. Those two guys... I don't remember what they're weak to. Oh, and he's good at ice, so that's great. Electricity? Alright. Now we're gonna attack. Ooh. Aha! Turning it around. Yay! Leveled up. Alright. Yay! I don't really use that at all. Okay. Time to switch this, because a lot of creatures in this area seem to use force, or, death, and I don't want to be weak to death. Seems like a bad idea. Guess I'll use that one for now. Oh no, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and heal. Have I ever played a game called Iru for the Japanese PS1? I haven't. Welcome to the stream, bum metalhead. I've only ever played one, like, in Japanese game. And to this day, I don't know what it was. Because it was a Game Boy game that was in Japanese, and it was like a dice board game. Like, you rolled a die and you moved on a thing, and I was... Oh, okay. So that's not the door I need? Where was the door I need? I could never understand what it was, and eventually, you know, I got rid of it. But I think I must have gotten it from a relative or something when I was a kid, who just picked it up because they knew I liked Japanese stuff, you know? Not realizing it was literally in Japanese, and I couldn't read Japanese. I guess I keep going down. I thought that door was the door I needed, but... Do I need to keep going down? I guess... What's the map? Yeah, no, that's where I was. Okay, then I need to turn that switch. I thought it was the door at the bottom. It was the door at the top. Ooh, that was their weakness. Nice! Their mouths open way too creepy wide. It's too much. That's fun, Dot. It's a rare game these days, very much the same vein as Silent Hill, except you invade monsters instead of fight them. Interesting. There's a couple of Japanese games that I would love to play. What's the name of... One of them was actually a big influence on horror in general, and I'm trying to remember what it was called. I can't remember. Otorigiso? I think that's what it was. But I'm pretty sure it was never brought outside of Japan. And I don't know that I found it online either. One of these days I'm going to have to really dig deep and find it. I have a list on my computer I try to keep track of games I want to get eventually. I probably need to update it at this point. Jerks. You killed my pixie! Oh, damn. Don't kill her, too. Sacrifice self to do heavy damage to one enemy? But it says it only costs 1 HP. I don't know that I want to see how that goes. We'll leave that alone. Alright. Okay, this way, and then to the left. And there should be a save point right next to the boss. Convenient! At least I found him already, so we don't have to search for him again. Yes! I've had my eyes on Echo Knight for a while. I have the first one on the PSN store. And I've been trying to get a physical copy of Echo Knight Beyond. From Software's done a few things that were horror in the early years. There was one on PS1, I can't remember what it was called, that I've had on my list for a little while. And oh man, I really want Enemy Zero for the Sega Saturn. I don't even have a Sega Saturn. But that game and D2, both of those, you can play D on GOG. You cannot play Enemy Zero or D2 on anything. Like, there's no other, like, updated version or PSN store version of those games. You gotta have them physical. Enemy Zero, if you've never heard of it, well, okay, so all three of the games I've mentioned, D, Enemy Zero, and D2 are part of a trilogy made by the same dude who kind of made them as if they were like a film trilogy with the same actress, because the same female figure shows up in all three, even though it's not the same person. Yes, and Enemy Zero is about fighting invisible monsters on a spaceship in a kind of almost alien-esque style situation. And it's really interesting and unique, and you tell monsters are there by the sounds that play. Like, as you're exploring, you can hear this noise, this chime that happens when you're closer to them, so you have to navigate by sound. I've watched my friend owns all three, and I watched him play them, and Enemy Zero seemed so interesting to me. Which one did you mention? What am I playing right now? This is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, part of the Shin Megami Tensei series. It's good. I've really enjoyed it so far. I really like SMT anyway. But, this is definitely a solid entry in the game series. I think Pixie, damn it, I think has... Oh, okay. I've never heard of that one, Dot. I'll have to look it up. I'm gonna have to revive Pixie so that I can use her skill. There we go. Alright. Desperia. I've never heard of that one. Oops, I think I went the wrong way. You know what we should be playing soon, because the anniversary's today, I think, is Haunting Ground, a rare game that I actually do own, miraculously. It only cost me my Wii U. But, I really enjoy that game. And, I think when we do stream it, which... I don't know, maybe we'll do a little of it this weekend or something. I think it'd be fun, instead of having a cat cam like we normally do. I'll keep my dog in here with us to chill out, because she's a white doggy, just like Huey. I think it's Huey in the game. Haunting Ground, your teammate, sort of, is a puppy. Well, what do you know? I didn't have to fight anything? No boss? Didn't it say there was, like, a power in here? Well, that's good. Yeah, Lola's my puppy. And she's a white doggy, just like Huey in the game. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, usually I don't keep her up here because she tends to stay downstairs with Mom, because she and the cats don't get along very well. But if I kick the cats out, I can let her in for a while. And I mean, it's not like I'd be kidding. Like, they just sleep on the bed. Yeah, they can sleep on other things. Do I know Rule of Rose? Yes, I actually, lucky enough, got to play it, and we streamed it. A couple hours of it. It's on the horror playlist, I think. A fan let me borrow their copy for a little while. I had to send it back. I knew this dude was gonna show up. I didn't get to beat it, because literally it glitched out on this boss so bad, I couldn't get through it, and then the person that owned it needed it back, so I didn't get to finish it. But it was really intriguing from what I saw. And I would like to own it someday. But for now, I have enough of a backlog at this point that I can, wait. You know? Bareth. He looks like he has blue armor, so maybe he's a... I'm just gonna normal attack it for now. Maybe I should get rid of you first. See how Force goes. Alright. Yeah, from what I saw, like, I really enjoyed it. It was just incredibly difficult. Aw, damn it. It was just very difficult to play. I was having a lot of glitches. Well, really just with the combat was really glitchy, unfortunately, but, one of these days I'll go back to it. Flying Ground is a lot more of a solid game, but I think that's likely because it's very much built off of Clock Tower, which I already enjoyed. Clock Tower 3 is not as good as Haunting Ground, but it was one of my favorite games growing up. I was really attached to it. We need to finish streaming that, too. We streamed the first chapter last Halloween, I think. Oh, that was fun. Am I hyped for the new PS5? LOL. Okay. I generally don't buy consoles when they come out because inevitably, just the nature of new technological things like this, there are problems. The next version's probably better. That's inevitably what's happened with almost every console that's ever come out. This time, depending if they do what a lot of people are hoping they do, I will buy a console day one for the first time in my life, because a lot of people are theorizing that the next part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy, or whatever series, is going to be a PS5 release at launch. One of the things that they, try to put with it to make the console sell. I could see it. I think it depends on how long development is taken and when the PS5 is going to come out. Otherwise, I'll wait, like I always have. Aww. Yeah, I really enjoyed those streams too, Jeff. I've been thinking of ways to maybe do, okay, so I did 2 charity streams where we would stream for a long time, and based on donations, I would do things like show off artwork. Well, not show off, really embarrass myself by sharing personal photos, artwork, singing, AMVs I made, stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I have since learned charity stream fundraising on YouTube is really shitty because they take a much larger chunk of it than PayPal or other places do. And I didn't realize that because, I had no idea. It wasn't as obvious until the numbers got that high that they were taking that big of a chunk, you know what I mean? But I was thinking maybe we could do something like, if you're a member on the channel, you can request that during a normal stream or something. I haven't prepared any photos or anything, but I've been thinking of ways to do that kind of stuff again, because I figured that's what people really like. Not that we don't, want to help raise money for charity, but I figured the fun part was getting to goof off and do stuff like that, so I've been thinking about that. I've just been also trying to adjust a lot of other things. Also, just Final Fantasy VII. It just took over my life a little bit. I knew it would. I knew the moment it came out. I knew it. My hopes for it is to be region-free for older games. Yeah, I think they've confirmed they're working on PS4 backwards compatibility. I don't think they're doing anything else right now, which stinks because, God, games has a problem with no other industry is losing so much history within a single decade every decade. Think about all the things that are just lost and inaccessible to so many people. Even with all of these, releases and remasters and everything, there's still hundreds of games getting so lost every generation. It is so sad. Would I buy a new console only for Final Fantasy VII? Hi, let me introduce you to Muse, the person that bought a PS4 for Kingdom Hearts 3. I grew up on Square Enix bullshit, and during the best age. I came through Final Fantasy X. I've survived the era since, and I think they're finally coming around and making fun games again, and I'm excited for it. I've really enjoyed the last 3 or 4 things they've done. And yes, I didn't buy it at launch because Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't come out until, last January? So I didn't buy it right away, but I immediately planned on buying it as soon as I heard Kingdom Hearts 3 had an official date. I bought it immediately. Let's see. That's what I was doing, Magatama. I'm not as sure I'm into Cyberpunk. I'm questionable. I enjoyed The Witcher 3, but I think part of the reason I enjoyed The Witcher 3 was because I was really invested in the Witcher books, and I don't know if that style of gameplay and storytelling is going to be as hard-hitting with a universe that I don't care about. Like, if you're into Cyberpunk, the universe and everything, you know, cool. But, like, it's not something that I'm attached to, so I don't know if it's going to appeal to me. You know, it could be great, but at the moment, I probably won't, like, buy it right away or anything. Force boost, fire boost. Something had mana, but yeah, we're gonna do that one. Yeah, so I'll probably wait and see how folks react to that one. I'm not saying it may not be great, because, like I said, Witcher 3 is, like, fantastic. But I'm gonna let the dust settle on that one. Final Fantasy VII Remake is one of the first games in years that I actually pre-ordered and wanted day of release. Well, I did it with Resident Evil 3 too, but not because I wanted it. Because you, like, I'll be real, because I knew the channel would want it. That folks would watch me play horror. Same reason I got Resident Evil 2. I'm not as attached to Resident Evil as I am other things, because I didn't grow up playing it. But I enjoyed Resident Evil 3, and I'm glad I bought it. But Final Fantasy VII, that's my shit. I grew up on that stuff. I love it to pieces. And it's, like, the first thing in a long time. Probably before that, the last thing I was super attached to that I pre-ordered it right away was maybe, I think, Shadow of War might have been one, because I really loved Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor. It was a fantastic game. And I bought Shadow of War the week it came out, and I really loved it. It has problems because Warner Brothers shoved frickin', you know, loot boxes, and they actually altered the gameplay to, you know, function with loot boxes, and anyway, it's since been fixed. So if you play the game, there are no loot boxes, and the balance has been fixed, so it's really fantastic. And before that was probably Mass Effect 3, and I was so majorly disappointed it ruined my spring break. My friends and I sat all week playing it, and at the end of the week we were like, wow, we just wasted our fucking lives. God, all that drama. People being so defensive of a bad video game. It's artistic integrity! Let them do what they want! They can do whatever they want. I'm gonna complain that it was bad. I'm also allowed to say it was bad. Like, God, the amount of people that got so mad because people didn't like a video game. And then in response, BioWare was like, oh, well, we'll make a thing to fix it. It's like, we didn't make BioWare do that. BioWare saw so many people hated their shitty video game, and they were trying to cover their asses and fix it, you know? And then people blamed fans for being upset. Like, what a backwards way of looking at things. Mass Effect 3 is the game I'm talking about. A game that completely invalidates everything the first two games in the trilogy did. Takes away all the agency of the player, when the point of that kind of game is agency and choice making a difference. It ruins so many things. So many things. That game is... Honestly, Mass Effect still kind of has a bad taste in my mouth to this day, because I literally, Mass Effect 3 was so... Like, it had such great moments. There were a lot of really great missions. But the ending just... It was really bad. It was really bad. I wrote a whole essay about why it was bad. A lot of ME3 haters were being self-entitled chat. But see, that wasn't... I mean, I'm not saying there weren't, but my experience was hanging out with a lot of fans who were like, wow, that game was horrible and bad, and I was so excited after this great trilogy, and it was bad. Did I go red, green, or blue? I went, fuck. I went, this is dumb. Because the ending didn't freaking... It literally was just, did you get the red color, or the green color, or the blue color? Everything else is the same. Like, they try to say, oh, if you do the blue, then the robots are still around or something. It's like, no, the same thing happens. Shepard and crew crash on a planet, all the planets are separated, everything you've done to this point doesn't matter. It's just... It was a bad game. It was very bad. I'm trying to remember all the points I had. I wrote literally like 4 pages of why the narrative made no sense compared to, you know, the rest of the series. I'm not saying some people weren't jackasses, because it's gamers. Gamers gonna be assholes. What? There were petitions? Okay, well that's dumb. Petitions are always dumb. Petitions have become such a joke by the way that people use them. That's stupid. But the corner of the internet I was on was a lot of people blogging about how frustrated they were with the game, and we were all just trashing it all the time. But yeah, it was really dumb. It was really poorly done. Which is unfortunate, because the DLC was, like, freaking entertaining as hell. And a lot of the missions in the story were really great. The ending was just shit. If I remember reading an article at the time, it was something like the director or the writer or somebody wouldn't tell anyone about the ending. Like, he refused to share it. Oh, hi, Decabaria. How's this? Oh, he's gonna fuck up the... Yay. Oh, boy. But yeah, if I remember reading correctly, the guy in charge wouldn't share what he was working on with anyone. So, like, a lot of people didn't know what he was planning on until it was too late to fix it. How do I feel about Roche in the remake? I love the hell out of him. He's amazing. Because he's, like... He's only in one chapter, and he's really goofy and fun. If they'd tried to make him, like, another Turk, like that kind of level of antagonist or something, I could see maybe being a little frustrated, but they really just played him as a gag, and it was fun, you know? I really enjoyed it. I really, really loved him. And I really love, part of what makes him and the rest of the game great is the game really embraces camp. You know, it embraces humor and being a little bit ridiculous in a way that a lot of JRPGs do, but Final Fantasy has kind of forgotten a little bit, and now it feels like they're coming back around to it. Because, I mean, Final Fantasies used to be ridiculous and over the top and wonderful, and then lately they've become a lot more navel-gazy and overly serious, and really, like, Final Fantasy 15 has some redeeming qualities to it, and I won't say it's too bad, but it definitely has a problem with that some. 13 definitely did, and its sequels, specifically Lightning Returns, was incredibly navel-gazy. It just was not as fun as the later games were. Yeah. If you're a Final Fantasy game and you're full of anime BS, embrace it, and that's what this game did. That's what I really love. Yes, I feel like the finished product of Final Fantasy 15 with the DLCs is definitely amazing and wonderful. Far better than it was. They've added a lot more, and I am sad that the 2 DLCs that were canceled were for the female characters. Like, that sucks. Yes, just another pest, yes. A sentient evil tree that wears armor is a major antagonist, and really, all you gotta do, if people, you know, want to talk about Final Fantasy and whether or not it's serious or like, people saying that the new Final Fantasy remake has interjected a bunch of Kingdom Hearts nonsense or whatever. Space Whale! Space Whale! Space Whale is all you have to say, because Final Fantasy has a Space Whale. And Final Fantasy IV is, like, the best example of ridiculous, over-the-top bullcrap. For serious. For sure. Oh, man. Due to the mess known as 13. Well, I don't know. I defend some of what's happened in the last couple years with Square, because for those who've been around and heard me yap on this a lot before, Demon, you can get to the storeroom by turning... Okay. When they made Final Fantasy 12, it was done a little differently than previous titles because it was given to a director who had done Final Fantasy Tactics and Vagrant Story, some Final Fantasy, some Square Enix titles that had their own unique flavor and were a little bit different. And so this game was definitely going to be a little bit different. He had his own idea about what he wanted to do, and he had a very specific vision. I love the game. It's very, very good. But Square had some things, well, I don't know who at Square, some higher-ups had some ideas about what they wanted the game to be. And, they, forced him to change who the protagonist was because they wanted it to be a younger teenager, because they felt that would be appealing to a general audience more than a middle-aged man, because Bosch was going to be the main character. Things like that. And eventually, because of that, and I think also a family member died or something. It's been a while since I've read on it. He left the company and he didn't finish the game. And so halfway through, the team didn't have a director, somebody new had to come in, they had to working on a restrict and not finished well. And because of that, it didn't sell well. So they didn't make a lot of cascading issues over and over and over, unfortunately. So I don't entirely like people saying, Square's lost their touch, they're full of shit. It's like, well, some of it was, you know, out of their hands. Some of it was a lot of bad luck. A lot of bad decisions at the top. You know? Final Fantasy XII is a great game, and I think honestly, I think the remaster coming out has softened a lot of hearts to it. I think a lot more folks like it now. I've heard a lot less people. I think at the time it was a big change, and a lot of folks were put off by the different feeling. It's definitely a different type of story than the games that came before it. But nowadays, it was ahead of its time. It has a lot of things going for it that games nowadays, I think, do all the time. I think it's iconic in its own way, but like I was saying, that it's different. Final Fantasy XII is more of a world story. Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy... Like, all the games that came before, almost all of them, are character stories. Like, you're in this... You're dealing with this very large scenario that these people are trapped in, but most of the story is really focused on how these people feel about the scenario they are in. You know, it's about how do Cloud and Tifa and them feel about fighting Shinra? How does Yuna and Titus feel about everything with Yevon? You know, a lot of it's really tied into that. 12 is not. 12 is a political world-building story. It's not about feelings. It's not about, like, it doesn't really delve into personal character growth in the same way that the other ones do, because it's a far larger scope story. Yeah, it is far, far bigger in scope. It is a story about an entire world and the world's growth rather than the characters. Which is why it doesn't really, like, you don't think of a specific moment in 12 that's iconic, because it doesn't have those character moments that previous games did. Instead, Ivalice is the iconic thing. It's this grand world that we get to explore and see so many huge swaths of it. It's so beautiful. 12 is a beautiful world to explore and play in. It is not a mind-blowing emotional story. It is a world building. It's a universe to explore. And that's why I think a lot of people describe it as feeling like an MMO a little bit. Not just because of gameplay. Because it kind of feels that way, like it's a big world to explore and it's not as focused on storytelling. You can almost ignore the story to a certain point. But it's one of my favorite games of all time. I put hours into that game. I woke up before school in high school and I would... I gotta turn them all blue, didn't he say? Let's see what happens. I would get up before... People calling it Star Wars have the... Okay, that's a different... Let me finish what I was saying. In high school, I would wake up early and go downstairs and I'd play Final Fantasy XII before I went into school, like every day for 2 hours. And I actually biked. We had this exercise room and I'd play the game and I'd exercise because I was trying to get healthy. I did it every day. I put about 200 hours into that game. I loved it to bits. It is not Star Wars. It's not. All of the Final Fantasy series is influenced by Star Wars. A lot of media is, because Star Wars was a big thing. So all of them take a lot of influence. Saying that Final Fantasy XII is the Star Wars... Because why? Why? Because they have guys with armor. Because it has a pirate that's kind of... It's really, like, baby-level analysis of plot and story. And it's really not my favorite thing, because you hear it so much. It's so obnoxious at a point. Alright, that one's blue. He said all three had to be blue, so I guess that one's fine. But yeah, it's every time you want to talk about, like, the story or the lore of Final Fantasy XII, you always hear, oh, it's just Star Wars. No, it's not! It even gave us the bunny girls and lizard men that were so popular in 12. Yeah, they, the universe of Evil East came from Tactics first, I believe. I've never actually played Tactics. But, I really enjoy, War of the Lions, which I think is the remake of Tactics. Jump off? I guess. I guess we're gonna find out what happens now. Oh, it brought me down back here. You can't destroy them by turning 3 switches blue. I thought I turned them all blue already. I'm a little confused. Sorry if I came off irritated there. It just, you know, there's nothing wrong with comparing two different media franchises. It just gets really reductive when every time you want to talk about a game, people just say it's the Star Wars and say, that's it, it's just Star Wars. Final Fantasy has this weird influence on people where it's always loved or hated. Oh, hello. My mom just let Gandalf in and he scared himself. I'd say that's true. I've definitely met, I don't know. I feel like if people enjoy RPGs, they like Final Fantasy, but I don't think I've met anybody else. Like, if you're not a fan of RPGs, but I mean, that makes sense, because they're ultra, super RPG. But I've not met a lot of I guess I just know all my friends are fans. Like, even if they're not fans of playing it, most of my friends growing up watched me play the Final Fantasy series, so they know them that way. Alright. They like ice, so let's do fire. Oh shit, she likes fire. Damn it! Wow, that sucks. Times like these, I'm glad I have a small circle of friends and I don't talk to weird idiots on the internet much. Except for you guys, but you're cool. Didn't play 12 is the absence of the composer Umatsu. Oh, but man. I get it. I get you. He's great. You gotta listen to the score of 12. It's one of my favorites. Oh man, the Esther Sand. Oh, I have the soundtrack. That's the only Final Fantasy game that I own the whole soundtrack to. I have some of the, like, weird not off-brand, but, like, I have some weird CDs for Final Fantasy X. I have the one that, I think Tokyo Pop put out, and there's one that, is an unofficial, like, Square Enix not for resale kind of thing. It's really weird. I don't know where it came from. But I love 12's soundtrack. 12 is a great game. It's definitely not the same as the others in the series. Like, it doesn't make me cry. But I just have a great time. It's such a lovely world, and I have a great time immersing myself in it. Which is part of what I've enjoyed a lot about the remake, is it has such a large and lovely world that I keep finding new things the more time I spend in it. There's always more to look at. Okay, so now that one's blue, the one in the middle is blue, so now I gotta hit the one on the far side. Okay. Okay, good. Alright. Down we go. Yeah, people, especially, I feel like Final Fantasy, being around for so long and attracting such a large group of fans, whenever it gets that big, you end up with shitheads. I feel like the larger the fan group is, the more shitheads there ends up being. Oh, thank you for the support, Stratos. I didn't realize there was an M-rated, Vision. I really don't know a lot about 15. I actually haven't played it. I watched my roommate play half of it, because I'd always, like, a lot of the time I would come home from work and my roommate would be watching something or playing something, so I have a lot of secondhand experience with franchises through him. Yeah, yeah. It sucks that a lot of people came at it as Final Fantasy VII's the best one! Like, I'll grant you, I think the later games... I think, honestly, I would divide it at 6. And I haven't even finished 6, but I would divide it at 6. And the ones before that were okay. Were products of their time. Were not fantastic. I played the hell out of 4. It's not great. Like, the story-wise, it's okay. It has some cool characters. It's okay. 5 didn't get me. 5 didn't grab me. Varus is fantastic, though. 3, 2, 1. Like, they're not bad games, especially considering, you know, when they came out and the limitations they had. But as far as, like, still so classic and amazing that I would recommend anyone try playing them, 6 and up, for sure. 6 and up. Wow, that's really weird and... Wow. You should stop talking to whoever these people are, Akatsuki, because they sound like shithead babies. Seems like Nomura is trying to revive part of Versus 13 project in KH. I think that's really interesting and fantastic. I have heard about that. I really love that he's kind of tried to keep... Because, like, if you're a writer and a creator, a lot of times you do end up with projects that get shelved or canceled or on the wayside, and it's neat to see people try and reuse those ideas, rehash them again. I think it's really fantastic. I'm glad to see him living his best life, even if I think, I don't know. Kingdom Hearts is really fantastic, and it's weird, and I love weird. To a certain extent, I think people are really mean about Kingdom Hearts being so confusing or weird or whatever, and it's like, it's a freaking fusion of all Disney properties, which are themselves adaptations of other properties, with the Final Fantasy franchise and its own universe and video game. It is probably one of the largest crossovers there has ever been, because Disney movies themselves are like adaptations of mythology and folklore and fantasy and, you know, Brothers Grimm. Like, it was gonna be weird no matter what, and he just embraced that weird and made it really fun and lighthearted and uplifting, and I always leave those games with a smile. You know? Maybe it's not the best story I've ever seen, but, like, I'm grinning ear to ear and having a fun time, and it's fantastic. Oh, man, this guy gonna fuck with this again? So I just feel like, especially because Kingdom Hearts is the thing that Nomura invented, and he gets to do what he wants with it, people saying that it makes him a bad writer to be weird, and it's just like, people don't call David Lynch a bad writer for writing his weird-ass show that not everybody likes because it's a weird-ass show. You know, like, they don't... Okay, this guy's gonna fuck up my shit every time I try to cross over, huh? I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with him. I just feel like it's really shitty to judge Nomura's quality based on Kingdom Hearts. If you don't like Kingdom Hearts, understandable. It's its own unique thing. But Nomura also really has worked on every Final Fantasy since 4, you know? He has the ability to work on Final Fantasies and follow that stuff. Work on that kind of project. So I'm honestly, I'm loving Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I think this is proven that he can, you know, he can stick to the company line and do the shit they want him to do. He doesn't have to do his weird shit. It's just when they give him the freedom to do what he wants, he takes it. I agree with that, Lopsel. Not all the Final Fantasy games are fantastic. Honestly, the one on PSP, Birth by Sleep, is my favorite, and it was kind of its own unique story until he tied it into everything, but, like, I wish they'd do more of that, creating original stories in the Kingdom Hearts universe, instead of connecting it all to the same kind of concept of fighting Xehanort. But now that that dude's dead, I think, I haven't finished Kingdom Hearts 3, I'm hoping they do more original stories and more exploring original characters, because Birth by Sleep was the hands down the best game. It suffered a little because of the style of gameplay they chose to tell the story, for sure, but it was still, like, the most... That's the only one that ever made me cry, or feel things. Well, no, when I was a kid, the first one definitely did, because the first one was pretty good. But, man, it was so good. Birth by Sleep's amazing. If you don't play any Kingdom Hearts game but one, play Birth by Sleep. It's technically a prequel to all the other ones, but it's definitely amazing. No. Oh, she gonna change into something. Alright, so I gotta do something about this ass. Wait a minute. I gotta figure out how I'm not sure what the game wants me to do here, so I'm gonna Google it. Okay. Here we go. Assembly of Nihilo. Okay, I beat Eligor. I beat Barith. Oh, jeez. Okay, wait. Go to the upper right, activate that switch. It'll create a path to the upper left that... Go and operate it. When you do, you'll have to go all the way back to the upper right and operate the switch to finally have a path to the top. Okay, I'm a little confused. Think I have the idea, maybe? Okay. Yeah, this part's not fun, but that's alright. If I'm understanding right, I think the demon only shows up if you have all three of them lit blue. And I think if I, make this one not blue and the other two blue, I think I can get through if I understood the guide right. We'll see what happens. Well, okay, now I can't get to that corner, so that's not gonna work. Maybe I need to... That's what I need to do. I need to flip that switch. I need to unflip that switch. Okay. I think I get it. Nomura's creativity is amazing. However, sometimes when you don't have a limit, you can make a masterpiece or trash. It's like roulette. You want to hear a funny story? Kingdom Hearts Coded was written while Nomura was entirely drunk. He plotted the whole thing on a bender. Doesn't that explain a lot? About my least favorite Kingdom Hearts game? Explains a lot in my opinion. Somebody... See, that's the thing about why I think in one reason that the remake is good is because that's the Final Fantasy VII remake. They got a leash on that man. They said, okay, you can, but you this far, no further. We got you on Kingdom Hearts. Nobody leashes that man. Nobody makes sure that he is not binge drinking and writing. You know, like, God, that game is god awful and so wild. I'm not even kidding. He says it in an interview. He wrote it while drunk. And it explains so much. The Kingdom Hearts has its own internal logic and bullshit at times that it plays with. The one that goes the wildest and into left field and weird in a bad way is Coded. Okay. So now I should be able to hit that one. Okay, I think I have an idea. But yeah, personally, I think Nomura is fine. I think he works best on a team and with some oversight. I honestly love Kingdom Hearts. I think it's a little unfair how we've all as a... You know, I feel like a lot of Square's failures in the last couple years have been put on Nomura when they're not all entirely his fault. There's been a lot of people... There's no way one man tears down an entire company, you know? But I'm really happy with the script that's been written by the guy that wrote, 7, and, I actually just purchased, both his books today for Final Fantasy 7, because I really want to read them. Hi, buddy. Do you need to go potty? We moved it, remember? We're trying a new location for the litter box, and I think all the cats are very confused. So I'm gonna walk Gandalf to the bathroom. Come here, buddy. Say hi. I'm a poo-poo boy. I'm a big poo-poo boy. Hello. Alright, so it's been a long time since I have read this story, so I may not be remembering all the details right. I was researching Silent Hill's development team and Siren's development team, and came across a really interesting interview talking about how the devs in Japan, a lot of them knew each other because it's a small field, they were all working together, and they'd have events. I think it was Keiichiro Toyama, director of Silent Hill 1 and Siren, and a couple other folks. There were some big names. I can't remember all of them. I remember he was involved. They were having some kind of party at like a place that had, you know, drinks and food and also, I guess, indoor, like, racing. I guess sort of like an adventure landing where you have the cars and you race. And so they had a race, and apparently Shinji Mikami, I'm like 99% of the story was Shinji Mikami, showed up late, participated in the race, won, and went home. And that's all he did. That's just all he did. Like, okay, I guess. Oh, man. Here it is. I need to find some of those old interviews and share them with folks, because some of those things were wild. And you know, I gotta be honest, while we're all busy crapping on people like a Nomura, still to this day, Japanese games of even questionable quality tend to make me feel more than most of the games coming out of the West nowadays. There are few games that don't match that. The Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War series made me feel things. In spite of frickin' Warner Brothers trying to screw those games over, those were fantastic. BioWare has made some good games, but now lately they're going down a... Like, all the Western devs are so screwed over by loot boxes and like, Japan does that kind of stuff too. But I feel like there's just a cultural difference where they still also try to put out, like, it's not a thin sham for gambling. Whereas games like these, like Call of Duty, like all the new games coming out, the AAA stuff coming out of the West, half the time they don't even feel like they have the spirit of the thing they were making originally. Whereas Japan's coming out with stuff like the remakes for Resident Evil, which are freaking fantastic. And yeah, Resistance has the stuff, you know, it has gambling mechanics and everything, but it's not just... It's still got quality games around it, you know? Games that make you feel emotional and human. They are just having a renaissance over there. And unfortunately, most of the Western games in big companies are not. Like, all the stuff I used to like at Ubisoft, all Ubisoft games feel the same. Like, there's no difference between, like, Far Cry and Assassin's Creed anymore. They play the same, they feel the same. They're all so dull and played out now. I just don't care about them anymore. Yeah, I'm having a hard time thinking of a Western game in the last 2 or 3 years that has really moved me. Nowadays, most of what I play is either, like, indie titles, or, you know... Konami is the, like, one company in Japan that's definitely shat the bed. You know? That's definitely the only one that for some reason is just gone all in. They're a unique case, though, because they aren't doing gambling mechanics in video games. They've just gone hardcore gambling machines, you know? Unfortunate, but true. Alright, let's see. But yeah, Konami definitely is shit. Yeah, I used to love Assassin's Creed. I played the first one, the second one, and then, the one with Connor, which I guess was the third one. And then I actually got to playtest, because Ubisoft Red Storm is in my state. I got to playtest Origins, and that was a fantastic experience. That's the last one I played, and I honestly think I have a lot of fond memories of it because I did have that unique experience of playtesting, and it's in a location that I think is really fantastic. I've always loved Egypt. It was really fun being able to explore all that, but it really got dull fast, honestly. I climbed the pyramids and slid down them. That was badass. And then it was like, oh, so I do the same quest again, over. I got to playtest Far Cry New Dawn, too, and that got dull really quick. They're all the same now. It's really sad. I've heard Black Flag was fun, but I've just kind of lost interest. The only Assassin's Creed I really still play is the first one, because it really it doesn't have that later Ubisoft feel to it, because they hadn't really created that yet. Assassin's Creed 2, I think, is really what brought that on. It still feels like a unique experience, and I really like it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people are looking forward to The Last of Us. I'm not really into it, because it's very, like, tragedy-heavy. And I'm just not into... And I'm not a big fan of zombies. So, not my favorite thing, but I've heard they are good. Just not for me. Yeah. But see, even the mechanics are not. Shin Megami Tensei's mechanics are unique to it, for sure. It plays uniquely. It does not feel like playing Final Fantasy or other things like that. It has its own unique visual style, its own unique look, music. The last time I remember an Assassin's Creed soundtrack sounding unique was the second game. I can remember some themes from that game that were really unique and lovely. Dishonored! That's a Western game I adore the hell out of. Dishonored and Dishonored 2. Those are good. That's Arcane Studios, right? Who are working on... They're working on something that they showed at E3 last year that I thought was really interesting. I am curious to see where that goes. So that's a Western team I like, Arcane Studios. Sadly owned by Bethesda, who, like every other Western, sucks shit. Sucks shit. Ooh, yeah, I have heard about that. The Prince of Persia remake rumor. Who knows about how that will go. But, I guess we'll see. But yeah, Dishonored, that's another game. Has its own unique look, its own unique feel, culture, world, you know? Gameplay-wise, I don't know that it... Well, no, because it's still, even if it's like a sneaky assassin kind of game, like, the powers of the outsider definitely played very uniquely. I love that game to pieces. I streamed it ages ago. If you ever want to watch me, fail horribly at sneaking, while I scream and run around a map lost as hell, you should watch my old Dishonored streams. Okay, that one's already blue. What happens if I turn it? You know, guys, I'm confused as hell. Honestly, I am not sure what's going on. I looked up the guide, and I thought I did what the guide said, and I guess I didn't. The guide was not incredibly clear. Let me try it one more time. I think I need to flip the top switch on the right, and then that switch, and then the middle. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. Yeah, I looked up a guide, and it wasn't much clearer. I thought I followed it the way it said. Check my Magatama. Ice boost. Don't know. Sure. Though actually a lot of folks around here use ice. I guess we'll see. Okay. Okay. So now that one's red, the one in the middle's blue, and the other one's red. I think I go turn the one in the top left blue. And then the one in the middle red, and then the top right blue. I think that will keep... Here, let's just see what happens. Gotta love puzzles. Don't love puzzles where a monster intervenes and fucks me over. Ooh, yeah, Dot just mentioned Hellblade, one of my favorite games of all time. I forgot that. That is a, who made that? Ninja Theory, right? The people behind the bad DMC game, which is wild to me. Honestly, I think the DMC game's issues came a lot from the director's behavior, rather than the game itself. But anyway, Hellblade was a fantastic experience. I streamed the whole game ages ago, so the quality is eh. But if you want to watch me play it, I'm gonna restream it eventually because it's so good. So good. Fucks with me every time. And I am thrilled beyond belief that they're making a sequel? What? It's not really a game that needed a sequel, but given the lack of good, not survival horror really, but like the lack of good psychological horror that deals with mental illness well, and the fact that that story and game style is so unique, like, I dig it. I will play another of those. Fear Effect. I don't know a lot about Fear Effect. I've never played one, but I have one. I have, let me get rid of that. I have Fear Effect Sedna, because I got it for like a 50-cent deal or something. Oops. Because I heard there was gays in it. You know me. I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that it's like a early kind of sort of shooting horror game for the PS1, maybe. But that the later game has somebody that's gay, I think. Yes, I've heard that the first Hellblade is about, the main character coming to terms with the, death of, her husband? Boyfriend? I don't know. Coming to terms with death. It's really lovely, really heartbreaking, emotional, and really well done exploration, from what I've been told. I think some people have mixed feelings about it, and that's understandable, because not everybody feels like it's okay for, folks to profit off of discussing mental illness. I don't know that that's, one, they didn't really profit, and they were really respectful about it. They brought in a lot of people who actually had psychosis and spoke to them, and they spoke to doctors. Like, I think they went about it the right way, and they didn't do it as like a shock factor, like, oh no, they just decided to display a character who has a mental illness and is dealing with the sadness of death. I'm really curious to see how the next one goes. So the main character is gay. I didn't know that. All I knew was that the trailer had 2 women kissing, I think? Why do I keep accidentally hitting triangle? But yeah, I have Sedna on the Switch, so one of these days I'll have to try it. I don't know what order, I should probably look that up. Play the originals for PlayStation especially, too. I wasn't sure if they were good or not. They've been on my, like, to check out list, and I've kind of waffled on buying them or not, because I've never heard anybody really talk about them. I will have to keep an eye out on them from now on. Alright. Nope, okay, no, I think I know. The Town of Light I have heard of. About Fire Emblem 3H, which house do you like more? Golden Deer or Blue Lions? Black Eagles! That's my house, y'all. That's my team, my children. But if it came between those two, I've not played the Blue Lion route yet. I've been streaming it, and we took a break because it's such a huge game and there's so much to play. But I've played through half of Golden Deer. We played the DLC. We finished the Black Eagles route, and I think that's where we were, is playing halfway through Golden Deer. So eventually we're gonna get back to that. I wanted to get through some other things, and we are going to be playing Fire Emblem for ages. Oh man, my friend, you have found your home. We stand the gay agenda here, as we called it during our stream of Black Eagles. This is a Black Eagles channel. Edelgard is my wife. Yes, you should watch it. I actually had somebody commented on it recently who said that they bought Fire Emblem 3 Houses and a Switch because of the stream that we did. Yeah, you're safe here. I have a huge Fire Emblem playlist of all the streams we've done so far, and Black Eagles was by far my favorite. Oh man, it's so good. Edelgard's amazing. Fire Emblem is one of my favorite series, and that game is definitely the best one they've come out with in ages. Damn it, so my idea didn't work. Because if I turn that, I can't get back to that. Yeah, no, I know a lot of folks are really shitty because, again, I feel like a consequence of our shitty education system is a lack of understanding for nuance or meaning of symbolism, or the fact that an antagonist isn't always evil. Sometimes they're just an antagonist. Oh, damn it. What is... Oh, that was that Deece, not my Deece. Oh, man. I hate all the hate Edelgard gets. It's so dumb. You people don't understand storytelling. Like, how can people love the shit out of characters like Cloud and Tifa, or just like, they're terrorists. They killed people. They did a lot of bad things. But Edelgard starts a war and it's like, she's a Nazi. You idiots. No understanding of nuance. No, go back to school. Everyone needs a lesson on understanding storytelling again. And the game does a pretty decent job of trying to make it clear that, there's more going on, and that Edelgard is really conflicted, and that she's making a hard choice for good reasons. It's just, I don't know. Some people just can't think that much. Hey, bro moment. My hair has gone back to my natural hair color because I haven't dyed it in a long time. I haven't been out to buy dye, so I just kind of let it go back. I'm naturally, brunette. Yeah, to some effect, probably you're not wrong that a lot of mainstream entertainment is very, one dimension. I think it's also because really in school, like, I was not taught to understand and really take apart literature or to understand politics or social conversations about social issues until college, you know? And even then, that was only because I was an English major. A lot of those classes were not even, like, you were required to take maybe one basic level English class. Like, no wonder these people have no ability to dissect media in a meaningful way. They were never taught. It's really frustrating. So what is this game about? The apocalypse. The apocalypse happened. And, we, are a demon. We used to be a human. We're a demon now, because apocalypse happened, and it was really bad. Bad time for everyone. Now I'm a demon in the apocalypse. I don't know how else to... That's what's up. How did I manage this? Now this circle... Okay, I guess it's fine. According to some rumors, they're already working on another. I wouldn't be surprised. That game definitely sold bukus. Whoa, wait, what? I once encountered someone who thought Edelgard was irredeemably evil, but Akechi from Persona 5 was a tragic figure that should be... And I wonder what the difference is. I wonder... God, people are... I think Akechi's a tragic figure. I do. He's a well-written antagonist. So is Edelgard. Idiots. It really is. A lot of it. A lot of what I've seen has been related to homophobia and misogyny. I literally had someone talking about how she's so evil and it doesn't make it okay just because she's your gay waifu. It's like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? Weirdos. Yeah, Akechi's fantastic, and I'm really curious to see how the new game does, but it's clear that people treat him as a soft, sweet boy who just needs redeemed, and then Edelgard is the evil Nazi bitch, because, you know, she's a woman. If you switch Dimitri and Edelgard's roles, people would love Dimitri and hate Edelgard. You know, I dream of the world outside of this maze. I dream of the outside world when I didn't have to fight flying manta rays in a maze forever. I guess I'm leveling up. Okay, well, yeah, the character I'm talking about, Edelgard, is a bisexual woman. You can romance her as a man or a woman, which... I'm still emotional to this day about the fact that a freaking mainstream best-selling video game had a bisexual woman on the front. I'm still teary-eyed every day I think about Edelgard. I feel like Dimitri, the narrative fails Dimitri. I think his character is best written in the tragedies when he's not the main character. When they write, like, from what I've seen, I haven't played all of Blue Lions, but I know the basic general outline, and I feel like the Blue Lions story really fails in comparison to some of the others, and that Dimitri is really given a... They really don't write his growth well in that one, at all. I think he works a lot better as a tragic figure in the other storylines, which is part of my concern and part of my issue with the game, in a similar kind of fashion to Birth by Sleep, where... It's a little different. but the having these divided storylines that change based on your actions means that a lot of the themes are going to be diluted because they don't always play out the same way, so you can't have... How are you going to have the game have a specific theme or message when the story changes drastically based on character choice? And so not all of the stories really feel like they hit the same or hit well at all, unfortunately. So far, I really love Black Eagles because it actually lets you kind of stand up and fight back against these horrible, this situation your character finds themselves in. I really hate the fact that it seems like in the other stories your character doesn't ever, like, escape the fact that the goddess rock is in her chest, but I need to finish playing the other ones. We will stream it again eventually, but I want to play some other stuff first, because we may have to start doing, like, maybe a one-day-a-week Fire Emblem or something, because it's just that game's going to take us forever to get through, and I want to play other things as well. I am really curious to see what they do with the next Fire Emblem. And so excited. Oh, thank God. Is he not going to show up this time? Jesus Christ, thank you! I've really heard that Genealogy of the Holy War is popular. Right now, I'm playing through Fates. The Fates trilogy of Fire Emblem is questionable quality. I've finished Conquest and Birthright, and I'm almost done with Revelations. And so far, I can basically tell you, play Conquest, and don't play the other ones. Unless you just really like the characters. Because it really feels like... Because it's a kind of a situation, again, where the story changes based on which side you pick. And it really feels like Conquest's story was written to make sense and feel like a narrative. And then the other story was written to match Conquest, rather than have its own story. It doesn't... It's a bad story. It's not good. And Revelations so far has really not impressed me either. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! Are you kidding me? No! But I had just... No! No! I will no! No! I'm gonna have to do that whole maze again. I'm gonna have to do that whole goddamn maze again. No! Shit! I did save, but I hadn't found another save point on that floor. I thought I saved on... I guess that was... yeah, that was before I came in here. I had finally gotten into the area that probably had a save point. And died because I wasn't paying attention because I was chatting about video games. Damn it! I guess at least now I know how to get through it. Grr. Hi, Bobby. You want to say hi? Kitty says, I felt you were sad, Mom, so I came say hi. There's Kitty. Hi, Bobby boy. Hey, Bobby boy. Aw, you gonna sit in my lap, Bobby boy? Oh, you're standing on the volume on the... Oh, it's very loud now, Bob. You've made the game very loud. Oh, goodness, my ear. Oh, my ears. Oh, Bobby boy. Are you gonna take a seat? Hello. He's purring very loud. It's good to see you too, Bob. Can you sit? I'd like to turn the volume. Thank you for this. Let me turn this down, please. You can come sit in Mommy's lap. Come on, baby. You can come sit. He's not sure he wants to. Yeah, sure he wants to, huh? Okay, you hang out over there, Bobby. See if I can get the camera to look at you. Where's... You can kind of see him. He's spread out on the arm. I'm gonna turn this volume down a little more. Bob brings gifts of loud music and purrs. Yep. Nah, it's alright, honestly. I didn't lose that much progress. It's just the shock of finally getting through the maze and dead. That sucked. Yeah, so the new Silent Hill Symbolism video is actually a live stream, and the actual essay portion, I think, is kind of the normal 10 minutes, but then we chatted for a bit about the game, which was super fun, and I hope folks liked it. I'm gonna see if it's been 3 hours. Has it? YouTube takes about 3 hours for it to know if your video's doing good. Okay, yeah, we're not quite there yet. It can't tell. Guess we'll find out later. Oh, now you're sitting up, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Alright. The Baroque game y'all are talking about. Is it the one for Wii? I've never played it, but growing up, my friend had a game called Baroque for Wii. I watched her play it, and it looked interesting. I don't remember a lot about it, other than the guy on the front looked cool. And it was, like, about monsters or something. I've always meant to pick it up. Maybe it was on PS2 as well, but she had it on Wii. I wonder if it's the game I'm thinking of. I think he had, like, a scythe or something. Bobby, why'd you leave us? Okay, yeah, then it's the game I'm thinking of. I've always meant to try it! Yes, have I played Rule of Rose? Yes, I have. We were talking about that earlier. I streamed it, in part. Well, how much did I stream of it? Like, maybe the first 2-3 hours. I was lent a copy from a fan and I had to return it. But what I played was interesting. One of these days I'll return to it. Oh, that was one of the first streams you saw? That's fun. Okay, here we are. Alright, so it seems like the star will only intervene like 3 times, so if I just keep repairing it and running around, we'll get through. I'm not doing anything wrong and doing it in whatever order. I just have to be patient and beat this guy. They absorb fire. How do you feel about ice? Alright. Hit retreat more and leave grinding for later? I mean, we're here. I guess we could, but... we'll keep them. Do I make all the own graphics for my channel? They look nice. I do all the, like, photo editing. The artwork is from a friend of mine, who you can find on Twitter. What's his handle? I can't remember. But yeah, I make all the, like, covers and things. I'm a Photoshop guru. Yep, now he's gonna switch one. I like the tune too. It's super cute. Yeah. Caden drew all the little chibis of me. Okay. Hi, Bob. Come sit with Mama. Come here. Look, there's a nice spot right here. Yeah, come join us. Hello. There is the boy. You gonna get comfy? Yes, Bob, get comfy. Aw, sweet Bobby boy. I need to put the controller around you. Where's... Go away. Where, like, right there? There we go. Now we can see the shadow, the dark shadow that is Bob. My goblin creature. Alright, so now I guess I go back. You're a good goblin. Is there more content to the Final Fantasy remake later, or will they create a sequel? It's going to be a series. They haven't confirmed how many games, and I don't know if there's going to be DLC that's like story DLC. I don't know. But there will be more. This game has definitely been a setup to a larger universe. We just don't know how large it's going to be yet. I'm very curious to see where they go. I'm on board. I'm ready for the ride, Square. You should definitely get it. I've had a hell of a time. It's so fun. It's so funny and uplifting and heartbreaking. I feel like it's a great game for this moment in history. Specifically, like, living in the United States, our shit's fucked right now. And I feel a lot of parallels to how shit is fucked in Midgar. And watching these characters fight with it and trying to deal with it is just really cathartic. Okay, so they're all blue now, so I need to approach the middle and then he'll show up. Okay. Yeah, there was I haven't read the article, but the title caught my eye. There was some game reviewer who talked about how Final Fantasy VII Remake was helping him to process his anger at the world right now. You know? Because of everything going on. And I agree, it's really cathartic to see that happening. Okay, so now I need to go flip the one in the right corner to create the path I need. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to see Parasite Eve give some love, man. I think we're gonna see more of that kind of stuff from... I don't know about remakes or anything, but Square has basically said they would love to have a setup where all of their games are available digitally. Like, they want to try and bring back all their old shit. How and when, Who knows? Because they've admitted that a lot of their shit just got thrown in the trash. Like, back then, you didn't keep code once you were done with it. It took them years to port Final Fantasy VII-8 because they threw it away. So who knows where this other shit is and how long it'll take them to bring it around. Parasite Even, those things are on, PSN Store. So they gotta have copies of those. Honestly, Square Enix has such a large and varied portfolio with so many classics and so many different series. Fucking do it. I will pay you all the money to play all your shit. I really want to play all the Game Boy Final Fantasy Adventure games. I've been playing the Mana Collection, and the first game in that is the Final Fantasy Adventure, which became the Legend of Mana and that series. And there's other games in that same style. I think they turned into the Romancing Saga series or something. I'm not sure. But they're kind of like Zelda-y Final Fantasy games, and they're super fun. I love them to death. I really, really wish that I could buy them easily and not have to go online and buy a Game Boy and play them. Put them on the Switch. Put everything on the Switch. They do have Breath of Fire, I think, 1 and 2 on the Switch, which I've been playing through that. And that's been a lot of fun. I really like Breath of Fire. I'm really sad that the PSN Store thing is not across generations. There's, like, classic games you can only get on the PSN Store on PS3, which frustrates me. How hard can it be to update some of that crap to work on the PS4? Especially since some of those games are this big comparatively to nowadays. Oh, we got a Sleepy Bob. I know, lots of folks say you can just emulate whenever I talk about this kind of stuff. For one, my PC does not emulate well. I have had a lot of trouble making that work. And for another, I like playing games on the consoles they're meant to play on. Like, I had a Game Boy SP until I accidentally broke it carrying it in my pocket at a concert. I like playing the Game Boy and doing it that kind of way. Thanks for joining us, Lee. See you next time. So if I can, like, I'm not morally against emulation. Like, do what you want to do. Just personally, I really prefer to play the games as, on the original things. Oh, and I don't play games on the phone. My phone, it don't work. It's shitty. Okay. Now I think I can get where I need to go. Confused for a second there. Have I played The World Ends With You? Yes! That's one of my favorite games. That game's fantastic. And that game... Let me double check this. I thought so. Yeah, okay. So Tetsuya Nomura was the producer and the artist, but not the director. Okay. I knew he was involved somehow. I really loved that game. I really, really loved that game. And I'm glad it has a Switch port now. I don't own the Switch port, but one of these days I will. And we will stream it, because it's a great game. Alright, we're gonna run. At this point, I just want to finish this maze, and I want to save. I want to be done with maze. Okay. Alright. Please, God, let it be over. Never seen a maze in a game I've liked. You know, now that you say that, I don't think I have either. Silent Hill 2? That maze was pretty fun. And horrible. But also, it wasn't that long or maze-like. Oh, thank God and Jesus. Save room! Please to be giving me a save room. Okay, my health is good. Door is locked. See, Etrian Odyssey is a series I have avoided for a while because I wasn't sure, like, it looked like it had some things I'd enjoy. And then it was like, that doesn't look like a gameplay style I would like. One of these days I'm gonna have to do that, Jeff. Right now, I own Transformers Devastation on PC. Will not play it. I'm gonna have to get it on PS4 eventually. But yeah, that game, it's fun. It's really goofy and fun and true to, like, the Transformers OG universe. The cartoon show that I adore. It's so cheesy and good and dumb. Let me guess, only one of these doors is gonna be not locked. Oh my lord! Free demos for the 3DS versions. Play them and see how you feel about them. I didn't know they had free demos, so I will definitely try that. Thank you. Because I've wavered back and forth. Like, I don't know that I'm certain enough that I can commit to full price, because obviously Nintendo DS game, it's never cheap. I've always wondered. Shit. Alright. For now, I'm just gonna use her. Come on, save point. Save point! Woo! Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it. It's been about 3 hours. We got through the maze, which is what mattered, so we'll finish for today. We'll be back tomorrow, probably with more of this. Thursday, will be movie day. And possibly Final Fantasy VII Discussion Day if I've beat it by then. Again, I'm trying to beat it again. If not, we'll do it later. Thanks for joining me. If you haven't checked it out yet, Silent Hill Symbolism is up. It's an experiment. We'll see how it goes and if we're going to do it again or not. Please let me know what you think, either way, in the Discord or in comments on the video. Check the description if you want to support the channel and help to keep it going, or follow me on social media, all that jazz. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.